How are you doing? My name is Charles Colin, the new face of art. This is number 76, upload 132. Warpaint on canvas at $1 a minute forever. You have this on your wall, it's $1 a minute forever. There is no artist in the whole wide world doing that, except one. The guy that has Warpaint on his face transfers to canvas. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And let's just do it. I'm gonna do this a little since I got a lot of red on my face. So, get some. That's good. Keep it like that. What was that? A record? 3 seconds? And a piece of art that's worth, in 20 years, $5 million. 50 years, $25 million. 100 years, $50 million. 200 years. This is $100 million at $1 a minute forever. Now, is that crazy? Only time will tell, folks. I can get my bloody clocks back on so I can actually. Just a second. Okay. Anyways, we're back. Well, this is kind of neat. Kind of nice one, actually. You know what? Let's put a little bit of gold in this one too. What the hell? Gold. 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 Gold flakes. Now, remember that side goes down slightly. Okay, this is a really nice looking one, so I don't really want to screw this up. This goes down a little bit. I think I screwed it up. Please be straight. It kind of works, actually. Yeah, it works. It's a little higher on this side, but it kind of works with this. Is it me? It's a little higher, but it looks pretty good. This one actually looks really good, and it's got silver here. It's got a little bit of gold from gold ink. I kind of mixed it with the red. This is a really nice one, actually. Ooh. This is top tier. Top tier. Wow, that looks good. I'm going to show you a close up of that. Because the only person that actually will see it is whoever owns it, basically, and people that see it at the show. Planning a show in New York City in about 4 or 5 months. Whether I get there or not is the question. I'm going to try my hardest. I have somebody that wants to set it up, kind of thing. But I have to do shows sooner or later, because I'm obviously after 70. How many is this? 76 canvases. I have to be serious now by now. I am serious, 100% serious. Upload 131. Number 76. Upload 131. And then my signature. In the future, I'd like to let people know that please try to keep this with the frame, because I sign on the frame and I sign on the painting itself. On the back, never the front. I want it as pristine as possible in the front. I don't want my... The thing is, this is my signature. If you haven't got that by now, that's my signature, basically. That's how I sign them, right in the middle. Okay, that's my signature. That's my thing. Every single painting has that on it. And wow, that looks really good. I don't know if you can see that silver shining. I don't know if you can or not. 100% of the art world, only 1 to 2% know I exist. If you're watching this video, and I don't know who you are, I know from this is seen in different countries and stuff, a lot in the United States. I know 1 or 2 are either a collector, or I noticed the views dropped off a little bit because people are just used to it, and I say the same thing all the time. They just probably take a look. Oh, that's what my face paint looks like today. In the world of art, you're competing with thousands and hundreds of thousands of other artists. That's who you're competing with. And somebody a long time ago told me to make it in the art world, you either have to go to school, you got to have fine art, and you have to push it, and you have to be a starving artist, or come up with 3 unique things in a piece of art that nobody's ever seen before. Now that 3 unique pieces thing in art is the medium, which is Ben Nye theatrical face paint on canvas. Has never been done before. I've researched it. Nobody, I don't think anybody is putting theatrical face paint and then transfer it to canvas. Nobody. The color stays vibrant, right? It's been almost a year and a half for some of the first ones, and I don't see no color loss whatsoever. Whether it sits in the light or not, I'm not sure. But that's why I coat them all with UV protectant. I use a high quality Krylon UV clear coat. And all of them have. This is a really nice one. Well, I just wish I had the thing down. I'll have to learn to turn that. But it's pretty well straight. It's not perfect, but it kind of works with this one. It's simple in the world of art. To get anywhere, you got to be unique. You have to be unique. You can make a big monster painting and have it like in a doctor's office, or you could have it in somebody's home, but I want these to be expensive. and I want them to be easily taken places. You literally could take this with you anywhere you go. You don't have to have no special shipping, and the price is built in to itself. Every single one, like, if you're watching this for the first time, everybody that's watched this knows that my pricing and everything, it goes up $1 per minute, maximum $1 per second forever, 1,440 a day forever, by the second to 86,400 every single day. Now it's time. Every other painting in the world is not connected by time unless it's really, really old. But mine's connected literally to time itself. And you don't have to worry about pricing in the future. You don't have to worry about if this gets big in the future, and I think it will be. Because somebody in the gallery told me once, anybody that puts on Warpaint, smears it on canvas, charges $1 a minute, is going to get known. Okay? They said, don't worry about it. You're going to get known. It's going to get out there, and people are going to want to know who you are. Right now, I just upload to YouTube, and if you notice, your fellow viewers are only literally from 10 to 20, around 20. 20 people that know this art and the way this art's done exists. You are the first in the world to know that this exists, and that's going to be big. I'm not going to stop till this is big in the world. This will have its own life in the art world. And when you see me in that show and you see my superimposed face on big billboards and stuff like that, saying the new face of art, when you see that, me in the full climbing gear with carabiners all hanging off me and everything, you're going to see that with the Warpaint the way you see it now. The shirts I'm going to wear possibly could be these types of shirts. This is the paintball type shirt, but I might get designer like Versace, or a designer brightly printed shirt, and that will be what I'll be wearing with my climbing gear in these big shows that's coming up in 2019, because I have it all planned already. What's that to you? If you're watching that right now, watching this right now, what's it to you? What's this to you? What's it to you? It's something new. Maybe you like art. And how many people didn't even know who Banksy was just a little while ago until a shredded painting? A lot of people didn't even know who he was, and all of a sudden, a lot of people know who. Oh, Chuck, you talk about your art all the time. Do you know this Banksy guy? And I go, yeah, I know Banksy. I know the story of Banksy. I know his history all the way back. I could tell you about the graffiti wars with Robo kind of thing, Robbie, or I could tell you the story with Keith Haring, goes all the way back, Warhol, all the way back. I researched it over many, many years. I could tell you about Liechtenstein, Rothko, and off the top of my head, Jackson Pollock, Klimt. Klimt is something, when you see the gold with the ones with the gold in, has a lot to do with Klimt. That's one reason why I have the gold ones, because I look up to Klimt. And just the Japanese lady that does the polka dots, I don't know her name off the top of my head. The lady that did the big eyes, the ones that got really big a long time ago, and her husband kind of took it over kind of thing, and then she had to prove it. In the art world, I've done my research over the last 40 years in the art world. I've seen so much in art, and so I know I may not have gone to fine art school, but I've been taught by teacher and commercial art class in school. W.P. Wagner. My teacher was Mrs. Hoblack, and she even saw back then there was something special with me, and she says, if anything's going to happen with you in art or you in a commercial type art, it's going to do with screen printing and stuff like that. And today, I don't know what she'd think about this, because I haven't seen her in 30 some years. Probably about 30 years. So what is art to me? I'm 50. Even if this got so big, and you know, I'm an old man basically, the way I see it, and I'm still young at heart, but I'm an old man. And even if these were selling for multi-millions of dollars, yeah, you know, I've been in the same job for 20 years. Same job. You can confirm that in the future. I'm sure it'll be confirmed. I'm a working man, not a get-rich-quick scheme kind of guy. I'm not that kind of... This is serious. This art is serious. And you and the people watching this right now, a lot of people are taking it seriously. I'm getting people talking to me all over the world about this and where it could go and what does it mean in the art world. There's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to like this if it gets big in the art world. There's a lot of people that worked all their lives at art to get to that point where their art's worth 500,000, $500,000, and then all of a sudden here's this guy in Warpaint putting it on basically simply no paintbrush. It almost looks like a paintbrush. No paintbrush, nothing. Put on a piece of canvas and charging $1. Now, the value, the God honest truth is this is probably worth $10. And I've had people say that right to my face. Chuck, you took 3 seconds to do that. You bought the canvas for how much? $15, $10? $10. On sale, actually. But the value of this is a little bit higher because I'm the first person in the world to put Warpaint in my face and transfer it to canvas. Just a second, I gotta pause this. I'm itching really bad here and it's driving me nuts. What I do for art. And we're at 76 Warpaints now on canvas, and we're talking another 100 on top of that. That if I knew I was going to do this a long time ago, there would be almost 200 of these. So think about that. Think about that. In the future, if you're watching this and if you see me in a show, I'm going to have one of these. You're either going to bring your own paper, or you're going to bring a small little canvas. And the way I'm going to sign in future, is you're going to get a stamp. I'm going to say, okay, bring me you're here for the show. I have my stamp, and I stamp your... Actually, do I have anything? No, I really can't. Oh, technically, I got a blank here. It's an art show. You're going to see me in the future in the art show. Now, how it's going to work is you're going to bring me a little piece of canvas about this size, piece of paper, whatever you want me to. I'm not going to sign anything. I'm not going to give an autograph. What I'm going to do, simply like this. You're the first person at the show. There you go. That's what you're going to receive. Whatever you bring me, it has to go on. Now, here's the cool part. It's not supposed to be perfect anyways. So, along with the originals that are in here, the very first ones, I have this idea by looking at these, what could I possibly do? And a lot of you own these ones. Some of you watching this video own this right now. So galleries, collectors in the future, fans, anybody in the future, and this is the cool part. So now you have this. This is just a keepsake from the show, but in social media, what you're going to do is you're going to take this, you're going to take a picture with me, you're going to take a video with me with this that I just did for you, and you're going to upload it to social media. Now, why? You're going to do it as soon as you possibly can, because the timestamp is the first one, second one, third one, forever till I'm gone and I can't do them anymore. So technically, say we're in New York City and you're the first one in the line and you got this and you upload it immediately to your phone. You just timestamped it. This goes up a dollar. I'm not sure yet. It's either going to be 1 cent like the originals, minute forever, or it's going to be $1 an hour forever. Just for these simple ones that when I'm not going to sign nothing. Stamp, that's basically what it's going to be. But you're going to timestamp it. And everybody timestamps it. When you try to sell it in the future, say 1,000 people came to the show, right? And 1,000 people had this and only maybe 50 people decide, oh, well, I just got a keepsake, but I'll just upload it to either YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. At least they have a timestamp when they got this. So the second this person got it and timestamped it, this is technically the first one out of 1,000, and only 50 people have it up. So anybody trying to sell anything in the future of like this, they'll say, well, what timestamps that? We know that 50 people in the first show are the only ones that we see on there out of 1,000 people, and we're only interested in them because those are the only ones that go up $1 an hour or 1 cent a second. I haven't figured that out. When that day comes, then you will know. If you're standing in line, if you come into the show, you never know. Maybe only 3 people will show up. But 3 people that have this, and I suggest in the future you bring a little piece of canvas, not because my big mistake was just doing on pieces of paper, because I thought, I don't know what I was thinking until somebody actually said, listen, all your stuff has to be on canvas. Canvas is like in the art world, it's money. Anything canvas is money. It's that simple. If you want to be taken seriously in the future, it has to be in canvas. So remember, in the future, I'm going to have a rubber stamp similar to this, maybe just a smaller one, and this is probably worth something. You know what? Maybe the very first person or the very first show is going to get this one. I have to remember that. Hopefully I don't lose it. You know what? gonna sign this one. You know what? The very first person on my first show is gonna get this. This is number 1, and it's time stamped on this video. So whoever shows up at my show, the very first one will get this first in line. Probably 1 cent a second forever, which is about $36 an hour. What's the date today? December 8th, I think. God, now I gotta look, see what date is today. You know what? It doesn't matter. This is the date of this upload, right? So I have to upload that today. So yeah, I have to see what the date. What's the date? What is the date today? December 9th, 2018. So I have to upload this video tonight. 2018, December 9th. So, wherever that first show is, be it in my city, but people strongly advise me to go to New York City. I have people there already looking for a venue kind of thing for a solo show. And first one on the line is going to get that. And that's what the back looks like. It's that's a piece of art in itself. You could actually frame that side or frame that side. And these were just the old backing. You know what? Could do it this one. That'll be for a future video. We'll figure something out. This is chloroplast. I just had some sitting around, and it's gonna be a long video. It's 27 minutes long so far, but we're talking, right? You're listening to an artist. Yes, if you look at, I think it's the last stamp, I think it's the blue one, or one that's double, I can't remember. You could see my earliest paintings on there from 1988, a long time ago, glass paintings and stuff. It's one of those videos, the stamped video, like way back. I can't remember which one it was. It's a long video. It's like an hour long, so just look at the times. Then you can figure it out if you want to watch that, and it shows you this way back. Okay, so might not look like nothing, but this might be something. It's that simple. The first person in line gets that in a future show. So once again, that's what that looks like. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, what's the response? I think, and I had this question. It's simple. Right now, you're looking at a guy that nobody in the world, in the art world, like I said, out of 100% of the art world, only 1 to 2% know about me. Like literally nobody. So what you're gonna see on the media probably is somebody coming out of nowhere, showing up in New York. Look at this guy in Warpaint with all climbing gear, and he's rubbing his face on canvas and charging $1 a minute, which is like in 1 year, it's $500,000. That guy must be crazy. Or maybe I just studied art in the library online for the last 40 years, and I know in the art world loves quirky kind of things that just come out of nowhere. It's going to grab attention. If some collector says, listen, I want number 4, and I said, well, number 2 is at $700,000, which is the person that owns that one is the one that does all the music for this channel. So he's a lucky guy. So number 3 is from my best friend. One from way back. And that one is at $700,000, and say a collector says, okay, you know what, you have, this is a show, this is real, this is no BS. My painting, I could see it being done live on here, this video. My painting, I could see it, well, wait, the third video. I'm screwing myself up. And I know it's that anybody could come in and see that is my painting, and then that's being made live, and you can't mess with it. It's that simple, because it's there. You can't. How can you forge that? It's impossible. This is a fingerprint. It's impossible. You can't forge that. People come out in the future and saying, oh, and doing this, doing their own stamp, and then saying, oh, this is original Joseph Charles Colin. Well, where's it on his videos? Where's it on this YouTube channel? The thing is, with this YouTube channel, the reason I don't want or have it on .com is because I don't have to maintain that .com. I just want this for timestamp, and YouTube's the first perfect thing for that, because I don't have to maintain it. YouTube does all that. Long after I'm gone, I'm sure YouTube's going to protect it all, hopefully, and they realize that this is very, if this gets big in the future, of course they're going to protect it. It's all connected, right? But I have backups on Instagram, videos backed up onto my Facebook and so on, so you have a painting, it's backed up. And some of them have blockchain numbers attached to it, so 31 minutes, guys. Wow. So what does that mean? What does it all mean? It means that you're looking at something spectacularly different, and that's worth something. This is worth something. And it's worth a lot. It may be small, but this is this warrior right now, today, on this piece of canvas, staring back at you on your wall. Actually, you know what? I've got a frame right here. I have it in last week's. This is last week's. Actually, let's see. That's what it looks like in a frame. If you saw last week's, looks pretty good, eh? These frames ain't cheap. These are really well done wood frames. So let's see what this one looks like in a frame. Sometimes it's tight on there, which is a good thing, because it doesn't fall out. That one's nice and tight. That looks beautiful. So it looks like in the frame, guys. Now this piece of art. Unique. No paintbrush. No, just my face. A fingerprint on a piece of... Think about that. Seriously, think about that. There's people, just by their fingerprint, have gone to jail for their whole life. It's people. This is... I know what you're thinking, face paint, fingerprinting. But technically it is, when you really think about it. That's my... You can't copy that. If you see one in the future and somebody's saying, oh, I have this is an authentic Joseph Charles Colin. Well, where's it in the video? Oh, it was lost. Chuck got mad at me and I gave him like $20 million. And he got mad at me and it's not there. Well, what number is it? Oh, it's 102. Well, that's impossible because Chuck only did 101 and they're all accounted for. Huh? Think about that. They're all accounted for and are on these series of videos. It's that simple. You can't copy that. You can't forge it and try to pass it off as my pieces of art because each one of these videos is unique. How can you copy that? You cannot copy that. And it's a godsend to collectors because forever at $1 a minute, it goes up forever. Forever. And I'm going to be known when this hits the worldwide market. It will be known it's $1 a minute, dollar per second. If the first billionaire, actually, say Elon Musk, buys one, the second Elon Musk says, Chuck, I want this painting. It's I'm buying one that's $300,000. Hands me a cashier's check, and I say, and then I do an actual video or a media thing. It depends how big I get in the future. All the paintings are $1 per second. This just jumped to 31 mil. Every single painting jumped to 31 million a year just because one billionaire. Because they're the only ones will be able to afford the high 31 million for each one. So it'd be 100 million basically every 3 years. That's just crazy. But you know what? I'm nuts. I put Warpaint on. I put it on canvas. And I charge $1 a minute. In the art world, in the world of art, in the news, the media, this is going to be... It's going to be there. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. And I don't know why you would not believe in it, because it's there right in front of your eyes. This exists. This painting exists. This pricing exists, and it'll never go away because I'm an artist. In the art world, I can do whatever the hell I want. That's the rules. And nobody can tell me different. I'm a warrior. I'm a Canadian, North American, treaty status, native. Treaty status, North American, Indian. I don't care what anybody says about Indian. You know, it sounds better to me. I'll take a lot of flack from my people that I'm saying Indian when it should be native or Aboriginal or First Nation, whatever. Okay, I'm native. Warpaint on canvas, $1 a minute. By real treaty status, North American, native, just to make certain people happy that I said. So that's beautiful. Look at that. You can't tell me that's not beautiful. What is the first all black painting worth? A couple million, 5 million? What's the all... And that's just simple. And that Russian painting is a small one. What's the first all white perpetual blizzard or whatever it's called? I can't remember. What's that worth? In the millions. Basquiat. What's his stuff worth? In the multi millions. And to me, it's a genius thing the way he did his stuff. It looks like cave paintings. And it's genius, but he did it in a way I can't even explain it. It's Jean-Michel Basquiat. I can't even say his name. God, that's just... Come on, guys. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. That's so unique. That is just... You guys don't understand when you actually have it in front of you. Like, all of you, maybe very few of you have one. My sisters and family members and stuff, extended kind of family, they have these, and I hear the same thing over and over again. They look at it and they see something, and I have people saying they say, you know, there's a power to it. It's something you've never seen before in art. It's that simple. I say it's that simple a lot. What? So, we're in a rant. You're listening to an artist's rant. Okay? And yes, I have art from way back in high school. Like, way back. Commercial art. I did art. I am an artist. I just been I could never sell art when I was getting out of high school because I had to live. So I ended up working. I'm a working man. Always want to. This is where I came back into art in a big way. And before I go, guys, just remember, you are the very few watching this video, maybe about 20 people watching this video, that know this exists, and you know in your mind and in your heart, you know that's gonna skyrocket one day. That this is because I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop until these are all sold. Now, there's a couple people here and there I still basically owe paintings to. I'm giving them paintings because I've made deals with them in the past, family members and stuff like that. But the majority of them, I'm gonna sell. You're gonna buy, if you're watching this in the future, you're gonna buy this yourself out of you, because I will sell them directly to you. Probably no galleries. I don't know. Some people are literally scared of me and my pricing. They say, listen, we're really interested in this, but you're like a nobody. You're asking for a small little piece of art, like insane amount of money. And I said, well, it's $1 a minute. It's the cheapest painting in the planet as of 42 minutes ago. Right now, technically, it's $42. 1 year from now, it's $500,000. If you're a gallery, if you're somebody in the future trying to buy this, all you have to do is look at the timestamp of this video, and then day2.com, day.to. Do the November whatever 7th 2017, and it tells the exact days how long your painting's been uploaded, and that's 1,440 times a day. It's that simple. Every single painting. You know what? Let's just extend this video a little bit. Usually I just do them, and maybe some of you are actually fascinated by me. I don't know, because I don't even know where I'm gonna go in the future. 3 years down the line, any single painting, 1440 times 365, 1 year is $525,600. Okay, so we just pick a random number, say 2569, right? 2,659 days times 1440 equals, that's the price of the painting. $3,828,960. So, say you have a painting 6,809 blah 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 days. Divided by 365 is what? Divided by 365 equals, that's 18 years. Okay, that's a long time. Is that right? Yeah, it'd be 18 times, right? Yeah, that's right. Wow, okay, that's 18 years. So let's just go 18 times 365 equals 6,507 That's 18 years. Say you have a painting 18 years and a gallery wants to buy it. Times 1440 equals $9,460,800. The gallery says to you, well, why is that so high? Because I've had my painting for 6,507. This painting here, the one you're looking at right now, in 18 years from now. It's that simple. This painting through time, you can't mess with the price. It's pricing itself. Let's, for the hell of it, let's just go. Your third generation kid owns this painting. So 500, let's go 56,894 days. Remember, it's third generation kid owns this painting. So 1440 equals 819 million. No, that's 81,927,360. Your painting is worth $81 million. That's a long. We're talking a long time. It's that simple. The painting prices itself. Now we'll get back to the value. The value of this painting is because of the dollar per minute. Nobody's ever done that before. What's the value of that? $1 a minute. $47 minutes. That's lucky. Thanks for watching, guys. Just trust call.